The role of patients' organization has been described precisely from the survey this morning, although we are very much aware that this is only a starting point, this survey. It's only based on the people who answered it, obviously. And we need to dig further into it with more qualitative studies and maybe more research on some patient groups. But I think it's very important to see that research, as we knew, is a top priority for patient groups, that they have a good sense of time, that they understand that research is long-term. They are collaborating with researchers, putting together scientific committees to advise them, or participating into scientific committees of the public agencies or ministries or bodies. So there is that field of experience. I think it's very interesting to see also that they participate actively in clinical trials, in the design of protocol, in recruitment of patients, information to patients. So there is much more experience there than what we could have thought. And also that they have a strategic use of their limited funds. It's probably not perfect, they may not do the best use of their money, but they are targeting that more to basic research and to epidemiological research and human social research, and at the same time they are calling for more public money where they cannot afford to spend money there because it's big money. It's preclinical and clinical research, but also all the therapeutic research in a more broader sense. Overall, what I found interesting in that survey is to see, and that comes from my point of view very much together with presentations of ERA, Europlan, or European Commission, is that what patients' organizations are calling for is really a strategy where you have basic research, again, and therapeutic research being conducted at the same time. It's not first you do your basic research and then your therapeutic or the other way around. No, you need both, and there is cross-fertilization between the two. And I found that as promising for the future. Now, I'd like to conclude with with two recommendations or concrete proposals, I would say. One is, before in fact doing that, I'm very happy that for the first time we have together here ERA, EURORDIS, Orphanet, Europlan, and DG Research. As institutions and also as people, we know each other, we work together on many occasions, but not all together. And we know, and we need to recognize that, and that's okay. It's okay because all that is emerging, that sometimes there is skepticism between ourselves, looking at each other projects or research or activities, or what each other are doing in terms of investment of their resources. But it's time that we work more together on a permanent base. And this is going to be my first proposal, is that now that we're going to have an EU committee of experts on rare diseases, let's propose in this committee that we have a permanent working group on research policy, bringing together, again, ERA, Europlan, Orphanet, DG Research, I hope will accept to be part of it, COMP with the experience on orphan drugs, EURORDIS, and industry. And let's work together on documents which can be this common voice that Manuel Allen was calling for, or Robert Madden this morning, not only for the calls for proposals, but also for the FP8, and also to enrich the national plans so that we come to that comprehensive strategy and integrate it between European and national levels. And that would be really great if we could progress in that direction. I think we have the knowledge, we have the will, we have the people, we have the brains, and what we need to find is really who does the work to be sure that there is someone who has the computer to take notes and make the synthesis of all of that. Another point, another concrete proposal is that you have in your folder something which is called a discussion paper coming from EURORDIS. It's a very modest contribution, so don't take it as the big concept paper EURORDIS is coming from with. No, it's a discussion paper which we are putting forward based on internal work, and which now we're putting to you. We're putting it to you, the participant of this workshop, but also to all members of EURORDIS and to a few stakeholders which we have already identified. And we're looking for contributions in the coming months or 2 months. Obviously, we will use a lot of what has been said today, but also send your contributions. Do it the way you want. tracking change mode, just a short email. You can say it's good, it's not good, or make specific comments. We will analyze all that and try to come up with a good paper. What's the point of that paper? I remember about less than a year ago, I was in an ERA meeting with all the participants from member states. And at the end of the day, there was a round table. Everyone saying what was the major message of the day. Basically, what each representative of member state was saying for research was to say, I need more money. And then I was listening to them and thinking, okay, what if, in case, I was their research minister and they are making their case? What do I think? And I had to recognize that I was not much convinced. Not that they were doing a bad job, because they know perfectly their job. That's not the point. But we need to come with a message which can be understood by the policymakers at that level. When they need to come to arbitrage between different aspects of health research, which are all important to the population, we need to make our case and explain why it's important to have a rare disease research program. Not only to say what to do, that we have bits and pieces, and we will have more position papers in the future, but we need to answer more to the why. And what can we tell them quantitatively but qualitatively also that politically makes sense, that they're doing a good investment when they are putting money and policy priorities on that research. So thank you for the contribution you could send on it. And I'd like to finish by thanking our co-chairs of this afternoon and this morning. All speakers, thank you for the intense work that you put in your presentation for today to share with us, because that was not just your usual presentations. Thank you very much to each of you. Thank you to all participants who made active contribution during the discussions. Thank you to the team of EURORDIS and ERA for organizing this meeting today so well. And we wish you a pleasant trip back. Thank you very much.